And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, and zebras, gypsies, and the she. Okay. In my last video, I talked about making chalupas tonight, which we ate. But I have good news. I'm basically finished with PT and OT. That's physical therapy and occupational therapy. I am no longer considered housebound. My wife, she was pointing out that the steri strips that were on my neck are gone now. There is a scar. I can feel it because earlier I thought maybe there was a pimple down there, and I was going to pop it, but I was like, I better make sure before I mess with anything down there. So I asked my beautiful wife to look at it, and she said, no, it's just the scar. But I can feel the scar, but then again, I kind of know where it's at. Once my beard grows back, you won't see it. So, like my mustache. I have a scar right here. What happened was our dog Lassie. She was a red dachshund, and she lived to be about 15. And anyway, we were living in the hill country, and that was when I did the ranch work. And she had one of those rawhide chewies. She loved those. She was munching down on it, and I got down on her face to play with her, be sweet on her, and she didn't appreciate that. She went after me. She got me right here, and I had to go to the emergency center, and I had several sutures put in. I was more worried that they were going to do something to her than I was about myself. I didn't care about myself that much. I loved her to death. We adopted her when we first moved to this country. So her name was Lassie. All our dogs were named Lassie, and they were all dachshunds except for my first pet, which was a German Shepherd. But she tore down the Christmas tree one year, and my parents weren't going to have that, so after that they were all dachshunds, and they were either named Laddie or Lassie. They were boys, they were Laddie. If they were girls, they were Lassie. Why? Because I loved the TV show Lassie. This is like the old one, the one where they lived on a farm. The mother, she later played in Lost in Space. So and then come the 1970s, I think somebody has some Christmas lights on over there. Anyway, and then come the 1970s, there was like Lassie Come Home. There were some new Lassie TV shows, but oh no, that's a fire they have going. Oh yeah, it'd be a nice night to go out and have a fire. Anyway, so the swallowing is still an issue. I'm not happy about that. Oh yeah, I was going to call the doctor's office today, and I didn't. But so I'm going to have one more person come out, and they'll probably do a discharge. Or a person will come out and do one more therapy session, and then another person will do a discharge, or they might do a therapy session and discharge at the same visit. I don't know. I've been doing more cleaning in the kitchen, which tells me that I'm doing better, that I'm healing. You need to work on the top of this desk. I got stuff up here. But see, these are very fragile. These were my mom and uncle's when they were kids. My uncle told me he doesn't remember these. They're card games. It's a set. And when I was a little boy, I played with those. Like this one's called Slapjack. And it's like you keep putting the cards down until you see a jack, then you slap on it. And whoever slaps it first gets the card. Anyway, so, and there's authors and artists. There's different. Some of those kind of fell apart because they're at least as old as my mother and uncle. And who knows, they may be older than that. And some of the cards are in these boxes. This box, actually, I only have one box to go through now. That box was of stuff on shelves on the old desk that I had in here, and I just need to go through it. But I want to go through the stuff on this desk before I finish going through that. I actually have this new desk. It's wood. I think it may be oak. It's nice. It's actually a computer desk, but it looks like an older kind of desk. It's reminiscent of a roll top desk. My mother had a roll top desk that I used when I was a little boy, and somebody stole it. I still have the chair for it, but I don't have the desk anymore. I love that little desk. So did she. She got upset when the person stole it. Well, she thinks the person stole it. So do I. But the person claimed it fell out of the back of their truck when they were helping us move. But who knows? But exactly who that was, I don't remember. But anyway, so I'm doing better. I'm able to, work. I actually got a lot of stuff cleared out in this kitchen now. The microwave we had in here, it didn't work too well. Sometimes you could heat something up and it wouldn't heat it up. So my wife found this microwave in a free pile, and it works. It's smaller, but it's newer. It works better, so that's good. I just hope everybody liked the chalupa recipe that I shared, and all I'm waiting for at this point is to talk to the doctor to see what my next step is. My wife was pointing out to me that my back, my spine, it goes in really deep back there. And so when I go see the doctor, hopefully we're going to take a look at that kind of stuff. I don't have as much back pain as I used to. I definitely don't have any pain up here. And all my neck pain's gone. That's gone for a while now. I don't know if I should really say back pain. It's sore. It gets really sore, but it's not painful like it used to be. But my doctor said that I may have like a curved spine. But I found exercises online that I can do. Maybe that I don't know how legitimate, that information is, but if it's legit information and I don't have to have surgery for a bent spine, then I'd rather not have to go through surgery again. It wasn't fun. I don't remember a whole lot from the time I was up in Lebanon. All I remember is that it was OR8 and they stole several of my organs. Yeah, they didn't do that, but there's also these two guys who actually travel around the world, not just the United States, but here in the United States they tend to do New Ireland, which some people may call New England, but it's actually called New Ireland, just so people know. And New Hampshire has been renamed to New Carey or Nuevo Carey. It's actually Nuevo Erin and Nuevo Carey. So it's Spanish and Irish, kind of mix all my ethnicities in there. And but they do these like they went to New York. Well, New York's not exactly New England, but they went to Sleepy Hollow, and they go to different places throughout New England. They did some in Europe. Actually, I will try and find their website, and I will try and share it in the link below. Do you see that down there? Right there, yeah. That's it right there. And I told them about Phantom 309. The guy that the song by Red Sovine, Phantom 309, was written about, was actually from our town. There's a monument, a memorial to him in our town common. And Kat, if you don't know what a town common is, back in the olden days, like during the colonial period up here, the militia would muster in the town common. They did it in Boston. They did it all over the place. The town common is just an open area, or an area that's for everyone, that everybody can use. A lot of them have gazebos, or like the common in Keene has a gazebo. Our town common has a gazebo, but it's a grassy area. There are a few trees there. It's really nice. We have town events there. It's a really nice little area. People walk their dogs. Parents take their little kids over there. People like me and my wife, we'll walk through it or past it or around it. And it's just a nice little area for people, to be used by people in the town. Sometimes we'll have a concert over there, or a cookout or something. It's really nice. Anyway, looks like things are looking up. Like I said, the steri strips are now off. I'm not going to shave. Done did that. Ain't going to do that no more. That's nasty. I can't stand it. Here's my take on shaving and not shaving. I guess if I'm going to speak like a Yankee, I would say shaving instead of shaving. But I lived in the South for 40 years. What do you expect? It's like Charleston. Up here they say Charlestown. Well, that's not how you say it. You say Charleston. Spelled the same way, just pronounced differently. Charleston. It's Charleston, not Charlestown. You might as well have it Charles space town, or not comma. Anyway, apostrophe S town. Charleston. It's Charleston. Come on, people. So anyway, I'm doing good. There's this fantastic lady here in our town who teaches yoga, and actually I was looking at her website. Was it her website? No, I was looking at the community center's website, and there was a picture of her ad for offering yoga classes. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe she was doing what she was doing. She was standing on one leg, and like she's standing on one leg, and then her other leg was bent, and her foot was like against the inside of her other leg. I was like, wow, that's amazing. On that point, insofar as balance, I'm balancing better, I'm doing better, I'm walking better. I'm actually walking like a normal person now. I'm not stomping, I'm not walking flat-footed. I'm actually, walking heel to toe instead of stomping flat-footed. And I did that for years and years, decades, many decades. So I have to call my doctor on Monday, and then next week after next, week after next, I think I go up there to see him, and we will see what happens. So I can walk around the block without getting winded. I can walk around the block safely without that much of a risk of falling, although there's still a fall risk, but it's not as pronounced as it once was, which is very good. As for Dr. Abdu and his team, all I can say is he and his team are fantastic. Fantastic. He told me that some of the damage that had already been done probably would not be healed, would not be corrected. But guess what? It has been. Amazing. He is an amazing doctor. So thank you for watching. Have a good night.